Welcome to this tutorial for editing images. Before we can edit an image, we will need a graphics program, an editing program that we can use. So I use paint.net. This is a free graphics editing program and is highly regarded. If we do a search on Google for paint.net, or we can type in www.getpaint.net and it will bring us to this website. I've clicked on the download link here, and if we scroll down the page we come to this table here, and we can click on the download link, and then we can click on the actual link to download the software. This software requires the .NET framework, the Microsoft .NET framework. If you haven't got it on your computer, paint.net will install it. So we can click OK and save this to the computer. When the download is complete, we can double click on the icon to install it, which I have already done. So if we get the paint.net program up, now one of the reasons we would need a graphics program is when we take an image from a digital camera, it is actually very large. I've put a picture here. It's actually over 3,000 pixels wide, which is far too wide to fit into our web page. Now WebYep can adjust the size of a picture, but the problem is that you very quickly fill up the server with a lot of images, and that can have a bit of a hit on performance. And also there is an allowance in terms of how much you can put on the website. So the idea is we want to adjust this picture so that we make it quick to upload and it doesn't take up too much space on the web server. So you will have noticed that I clicked on image and then resize. In fact, you can get to this by pressing Ctrl and R, and then you'll see the width and height. Now I recommend no more than 500 pixels in width for anything that's going to be displayed within the website. So we type in 500, we click OK, and then we get the progress bar telling us how long it's going to take to do. Oops, I zoomed out a little bit too far. I go to the view and there we go, actual. So that is how big the picture is now, which is a very manageable size, and will upload to the web server very quickly. The other thing that we might want to do is we might want to blur a picture. We might have pictures of pupils or even teachers or other people. We want to upload that picture, but we are not allowed to show that person's face. So one of the things we can do is we can blur the person's face out. So on the toolbar here I've chose this selection tool, the elliptical or ellipse selection tool, and I'd simply draw a circle around, or an ellipse around the face of the person I want to blur, and go to effects, blurs, and then we choose Gaussian blur. By the way, I say Gaussian blur, I could be pronouncing that incorrectly. When we click upon that, we get this dialog box here, and we can adjust the blur, and we will notice that the picture becomes blurred as we try different levels of blur. So we can make that a bit more so. This is quite slow on my computer, it's not the fastest in the world. So we click OK, and then we can see that that picture has now got its face blurred out, and we can do the file and save in the normal way. So this concludes this tutorial for editing images using paint.net. Thank you.